morning guys, or good morning from England, and welcome to another brand new video today on the channel. Today you're going to see a short, sharp video, so I think it's should work out about under 5 minutes. We're going to see lots of different one-to-ones we did in one weekend. You're going to see loads of different drills with lots of different goalkeepers, all senior keepers. So at the minute, this is being filmed on what's officially the last weekend of lockdown in England. Where I live in England, which is Kent, we're returning to Tier 3 on Wednesday, so we're going to Tier 3, so we can go back to working with under 18 players, thankfully. But today it's all one-to-one sessions with senior players, so I hope you enjoy the action. Don't forget to give the video a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all on the training pitch. So the first one-to-one you're going to see is a couple of drills from the session I did with David, who currently plays for Deal Town, and this is working with some footwork around the goal, so basic footwork movements and close range shot stopping from behind bodies. Everything stepping out from behind and hitting in fast from around 12 yards away. So I hope you enjoy these couple of practices. Great save. Touch. It's over. They're way too quick for that sometimes. Save. Yeah. Save, mate. Yeah, it's all right. Oh! Yeah. This second part is just removal of the footwork, so the goalkeeper moves in relation to the ball only, and it's exactly the same process with the striking. Save, mate. Yeah. Oh! Yeah. Good save. Here's the next one-to-one for the weekend, and you're going to see Ben, who is our 40 years young goalkeeper. Ben's drills here were made up from his own ideas. So Ben came to me with an idea of what he wanted to do, and with a blueprint of some stuff that he thought would work this, and I was more than happy to do it. So as you can see, it's kind of different from the stuff I've used to been posting. However, this is something Ben really wanted to work on, and actually, to be honest, I really enjoyed it. And it was really good to work on something a little bit different, a little bit away from what I would normally do. I mean, we had some fantastic saves. So the order of the day here, despite it just being an enjoyable practice and something a little bit different, is power, speed, you've got diving at feet, and you've got speed and movement around the goal in terms of goalkeeping footwork, and you have big diving saves. And as you may have noticed, the progression here for Ben is that there is a mannequin in the way, and on the second phase he must drop back and recover and wait and delay for the shot to come in, so he doesn't know exactly where it's going to end up. Great save. Great save. This is something Ben wanted to do, and it is a recreation of a drill Dida did at 41 years old, where he's getting across the goal with speed and making huge diving saves. Now, you have to remember here that Ben is a good goalkeeper and has the ability to do this at 40 years old. So as you can see, great diving saves, and something, again, really interesting to do. Save, mate. Go on, go on. Go on, Ben. Go on, Ben. Go on. Ah! Save. Good start, mate. Good. Oh, what a save. Yes. Great start. Wow. Well done, mate. The next one-to-one is with Nicky, Tolhurst, and we're working on reaction saves. So trying to combine 2 or 3 different elements up close to the goal, and then working on big diving saves or reacting to whatever the ball does. So as you can see here, it's something where Nicky has to work with speed and power, but everything's really close to the goal. He has to do his best and give a relentless attitude to keep the ball out of the net. Yes, now go, now go. Well done. Yep. Nice, mate. Go on then. Good touch. Yep. Good on, mate. Oh, what a save. The next progression for this drill with Nicky was for myself to take about 5 yards further back, and the service now is a volley with speed. So Nick can see it, but it does get taken behind the mannequin, which makes it extremely difficult, which I hope you can see from this camera angle. Nicky has to try not to cheat on where the volley's going, and then deal with the strike. And the progression on this one is working off an angle, so an angled recovery, and Nicky has to decide what to do with the first ball that comes in. Could be central, could be right, could be left, and then reacting to the instinctive volley anywhere in the goal. And the final progression here was 4 balls in a row, and Nicky just must react to whatever comes his way, whether that's something he has to dive on, has to go and get, make a big save, etc. Just complete reactions. The next one-to-one is with Ant, who is one of my goalkeepers at Tolhurst School, and this is dead simple: footwork and diving saves. So I hope you enjoy this one. Very simple practices and some good work from Ant.
Yes. Yes. Good. Yes. Save, mate. Good save, Ant. Good save. Well done. Great save. What a touch. Yeah, and again. Well done.
The final one-to-one of this video is with Southern Counties and Kennington goalkeeper Joe Mant. This is working through general shot stopping, which Joe wanted to work on as he's getting back ready to play in the next couple of weeks for Kennington. As you'll see, we're working across 3 different areas of the pitch, so central and wide right, wide left, and 3 different distribution types in the shot stopping, which is volleys, half volleys, and a moving ball touch. The only addition here also that Joe had a say in was he wanted premeditated movements before the shot. So he wanted to get some goalkeeping footwork in relation to what you may do in a match, such as turning in, dropping off, etc. Another key factor that Joe wanted to work on, which we spoke about prior to session beginning, was Joe working on bringing his hands back into play after 3 or 4 weeks out. So obviously we've been in a lockdown in England, so we haven't been able to play football, play matches, etc., and only been able to train. Obviously Joe has a full-time job, he has a family, so getting training sessions in during a lockdown is tricky. So this session in particular for Joe was about making sure he was catching as much as he could. So obviously you can see some great saves here, there are some parries, etc. However, for Joe, it was really important to try and get his hands on the ball and become more efficient at catching. Catch as much as you can, make good decisions around that process. So I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the action with Joe, and I'll catch you in the outro.
Why? There it is, good replace on it. Let's go on, Manny.
Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope there's loads of ideas you can use in your sessions and your own practice. Lots of different variation between random practice and premeditated practice. So hopefully some good ideas and an enjoyable video for you to watch. We'll keep coming out with videos over the Christmas period, so stay tuned on Sundays at 11 AM for a brand new video from the channel every week. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.